Hey everyone, welcome back to Shining Empathy. My name is Joel, and this is your weekly reading for July 18th to July 24th, 2016. Now, I already have the cards out. Something went wrong during the recording of my first attempt, so I'm not going to go ahead and reshuffle the cards or anything because I felt like these messages needed to come through. I got two jumper cards while I was shuffling, so we're going to talk about that after I do the usual daily spread of strength, heart, and challenge. I also wanted to note on the side here that I may not be coming through for my weekly readings for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try, but I will be going away to visit my family out in New Brunswick, Canada. And hopefully, I'm going to take my stuff with me, and hopefully I'm not going to have a problem just setting up and doing things there. It'd actually be kind of cool to do my videos from a different location. Just, some new vibes into the videos would be pretty sweet. So if anything goes wrong, or as far as not being able to set up and have the time to do my videos or upload them or anything, just so you know, that would be the reason why there's any kind of delay with my weekly readings. But I'm hoping that, because I have been able to keep the pace since opening day, or since this all started, so I'm really hoping to kind of keep pace. But just to let you know, if anything does happen as far as not being able to upload, that is why. Anyway, so for this week's reading, what came up in our strength spot was inner child. Now, inner child is about tapping into that joy, tapping into that innocence, that wonder, that really kind of makes the world come alive, that magic. And that's kind of a theme coming in from last week, where I was telling everyone to believe in magic, because that's going to help with creating that positive intention and feeding that energy that we really need to put into manifesting for last week. And it feels like, based on what I'm seeing in the cards here, maybe a lot of us have done that, because it's now in our strength spot to kind of tap into that joy. So keep on tapping into the magic, keep on tapping into the joy, and that innocent, childlike vibe of whatever it is that kind of brings you back to your childhood. Keep up with that, because it is in our strength spot. In our heart spot was inner peace. Now, I don't think this means that we're all experiencing inner peace in our hearts. I highly doubt it, especially given things that are going on in the world right now. I feel like a lot of us might be just tapped out. And if we are feeling anything, it's confusion, conflict, discord, chaos. So I think what the card is saying is that we need to find a way to create inner peace in our hearts. Now, one of the easiest ways to do that is to get in touch with the things that energize us, that get us back to, again, that inner child, the innocence, the joy. And I think being in our strength spot this week, when we tap into that, we will find a place of inner peace in our hearts. We can also attempt things like meditation if you're doing a practice of that, or if you wanted to get started on a practice, might be a good time to start. But I think that just keeping in mind that the inner child being in our strength spot this week might help us to attain inner peace in our hearts this week. Okay, so tap into those things. Keep the thoughts positive. Now, in our challenge spot, we had strength, which is a funny one to see in our challenge spot, right? But not necessarily, because I think this week we're challenged to feel our strength. We're challenged to tap into the strength that we all have when it comes to taking action, making decisions. We always have the strength to do those things. It's funny, I find that I would probably say it's when we think we're at our weakest that we find that strength, and we really tap into it, and we realize it was there all along, but we were just blocking ourselves. And I think that's what's happening right now. We're sort of blocking ourselves from our strength right now. Strength isn't something that we need to grab onto and force. It's something that is there that we can tap into. We just have to trust and believe it. Okay, it's sort of like taking a leap of faith. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that is going on in our challenge spot this week, is just having trouble seeing and feeling that right now. These next two cards I'm going to read were jumpers. Okay, so first one, liberation. Okay, so this card has been kind of haunting us, following us for the last few weeks, and I think it's just an ongoing, continuing theme of we are still in the process of liberating ourselves, freeing ourselves, releasing that which no longer serves us, which is holding us down and keeping us from fulfilling our true potential. I would like to just kind of say, as much as it's easy to kind of get your head wrapped up in, well, the cards are saying this, the cards are saying that, my friend's telling me this, my family's telling me this, I need to act, I need to do this. Have patience with yourself. Just because the cards are saying release yourself, liberate yourself, doesn't mean you have to force yourself to act. And in fact, that can sometimes create its own set of problems. If we're not ready to do something, it comes back. It will, if we haven't learned everything we need to learn from it, it will always come back to us. It's just the way it goes. So I would like you all to be just very patient and soft with yourselves, okay, while we're going through this process of letting go of the things that we need to let go of to rise above them. If it's patterns, relationships, things like maybe smoking, things like that, just things that obviously are holding us back. It could be small things, it could be really big things, depending on what all your situations are, but just be very patient with yourselves and very soft. Keep in mind that just acknowledging that something doesn't serve you is the first step, or one of the first steps, I should say, in the manifestation process to releasing it. It's saying, okay, I know this isn't good for me. I know I'm going to have to eventually let this go. All right? Instead of, I want this, I need this, I can't let it go. It's very different, right? So even if you're just at that point where it's like, okay, I realize that this pattern, this habit's really bad for me and I need to let it go, or this relationship's not working for me, or whatever it is that's in your situation, just allow yourself to manifest it in its own time. And it will. Just have patience with yourself and everything will come through in its own time. You know, there are times when we obviously have to push ourselves a little bit, but again, I think that forcing anything right now isn't a good idea. So if you're feeling like you're forcing anything right now, don't force yourselves. Just be patient with yourselves and allow yourselves to be wherever you are. And if that's just at the beginning of acknowledging that we need to release ourselves from something, then let that be the case. Okay? The other card that jumped out was Source of Life. And that's just tapping into the source of life, the source of energy that gives us all life. That could be something like tapping into something really divine, like a God source, tapping into light and stuff like that. So maybe meditation, just to kind of re-energize. I would also say that being in our strength spot this week, the inner child, this actually can be a source of energy, a source of life for us. Anything that gives us joy, passion, that sense of wonder, is often a very energizing thing. We think about those things and we can feel the energy kind of coming in from wherever it's coming from, but we feel it coming in and we feel ourselves kind of coming to life a little bit instead of kind of going the other way. So tap into those things. Keep with the positive intentions, the positive thoughts as much as you can, and that joy and the innocence and the things that make you feel like a child again, and make kind of that sense of play. I'm hearing play specifically in that moment. Go back to play. Maybe just incorporate a little bit of playtime, whatever that means for you, a little bit every single day this week. I would say that that's a good practice for just a life practice. Just incorporate a little bit of play every day. That it really helps us to kind of get away from the idea of we have to be adults, we have to keep adulting, because I think that that's a bit of a trap. And getting back into our childlike space and nurturing the child that is still all there in all of us is just a really healthy and really, really good way to move forward. So I think that's everything that the cards had to say for this week. I hope you liked the reading. I hope you're getting something out of this. If you like the reading, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shining Empathy. And hopefully, if all goes well, I will see you guys from New Brunswick, where I'll be doing my videos for the next couple of weeks. And until then, everybody, looking forward to seeing you then. Love and light to you all. Bye for now.